Parsha, Parshas Dovid, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Levi Yitzchok Zatzal. In this week's Parsha, it describes something very unusual about Oig Melech HaBoshan, who wanted to wage a war against the Yidden. And it describes over there about Oig, and it says, Hine Arsoi Eres Barzel. His bed was made out of iron. And then it says that the measurement of the bed was 4 amas by 9 amas. We're going to focus tonight about why the Torah describes about Barzel. The number 4 and 9 has a connection, but that's a lengthy discussion. But it fits with our discussion of Barzel, what the Rebbe's father explains. The Arsa is his bed, brings down Rabbi Levi Yitzchok in Malachim, Beis, Perek Aleph, Posuk Beis. There, it describes the Beis Hamikdash, the Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Aliyas Kodesh HaKadoshim, with the words Bachadar Hamitois. This is as if the Eibishter's private room, his bedroom. A person's bedroom is very private. Concerning the Mizbeach and the Beis Mikdash in general, we find later on in Parshas Kisovoy, in Devorim, Lo Yisonif Aleihem Barzel. You should not use any tools of iron. The Eibishter doesn't want no iron in the Beis Mikdash. That's why it was only made out of stone. So we have over here Zelu Umazeh, one the opposite of the other. By the Beis Mikdash, by the Chadar Amitas, the personal bedroom of the Eibishter, no Barzel. By Oig, Arsoi Barzel, his bed was made out of Barzel. Barzel is iron. What's the meaning of all this? Brings down Rabbi Levi Yitzchok from the Arizal that Barzel is a Rosh Tevos. It's an acronym for the 4 matriarchs, but the order of the letters will hint to us what is the flaw, what's the problem with Barzel. And that's why it should not be brought in the Beis Hamikdash and what we could learn from it. Barzel is Beis Reish Zayin Lamet, acronym of Bilhah, Rochel, Zilpah, and Leah. Now, there were 4 matriarchs, but the wives were Rochel and Leah. Rochel's Shifcha, the maid wife was Bilhah, and Leah's Shifcha was Zilpah. So the order of the letters, first it mentions Bilhah before Rochel, Beis Lamed, and then Beis Reish, and then it says Zayin Lamed Zilpah before Leah. There's a pasuk brings down Rabbi Levi Yitzchok. It says in Mishli, in Perek Lamed, Shivcha, a maid woman, Kisirash Gevirta, who wants to inherit. She wants to take over the household. She wants to take over the wife. So when the Shivchosh, the Bilhah, and Zilpah want to take over, want to have their names, so to say, before Rochel and Leah, that causes a problem. Explains the Chassidus so beautiful, the meaning to us. A person has 2 parts of his life. He has the part where he's connected to the Eibishter, his Torah mitzvahs, and then is how he affects the world. They are similar to the wife and the maid woman in the home. The relationship a person has with the Eibishter, that's a personal relationship. That's the real relationship a person wants, and that is what a person should mostly involve himself with, and that's the Ikir. The main avoider was his connection of the Eibishter to Torah mitzvahs. All the other things, his business and the world, now he relates to the other nations of the world. Those are, in comparison, are the Shivchados, that's secondary. So a person has to have his proper values. In Hasidic language, it's called the Olam Atzilus, and that's the real husband and wife relationship of Yaakov Avinu, which symbolizes the Eibishter with Rochel and Leah, and then you have how that comes out and affects into the world, which is the maid woman, the Shivchois, the Bilhah and Zilpah. So when you have a Rosh Tevis, explains the Arizal, and the Rebbe's father connects it with this, that Bilhah comes before Rochel and Zilpah comes before Leah. That's a sign where gashmistic things, physical things, overpower a person's involvement and his ruchnistic connection with Hashem, the real Rachel and Leah connection, that becomes secondary. And the Shifcha's name is first. And that's why Hashem says, no, I don't want any Barzel in my Beis HaMikdash, because that's not the proper order. A person has to remember there is Ruchnis and there is Gashmis, but the Gashmis is only here to serve the Ruchnis, to fulfill a person's mission in the world, to Torah mitzvahs. When the physical things want to overpower, the Shifcha wants to inherit, Shifcha kisirash kivirta, that is Barzel, that's no good. And that's why Hashem says, my chadar hamitois, in the Beis HaMikdash, I don't want any Barzel, I want to teach a Yid. The tachlis and the main, avoid it, whatever he does in life, has to be the ikke to make a dwelling place for the Eibishter. All the gashmistic things are like a shivcha, that's secondary. And that should be second, it shouldn't be first. And that's the meaning of what the Eibishter described. This is what Oig wanted. He wanted to have helem, concealment of elikus. And this also fits, not going to go into it now, with the 4 and the 9, but we'll explain that another time. It has to do with Shemban, which is 4 and 9 in the letters of the Eibishter, but that's a whole separate discussion, Nagat Shabbos.